we've got games all weekend, apart from... Oh, actually, we don't have any Monday night fixtures. So Friday kicks us off. Emirates Stadium. 12th versus 13th. Arsenal, Aston Villa. How are you feeling about this one?
I just want to win. Just want to win. We have to bounce back after that embarrassment last Saturday. Thankfully, because of the team news updates, we could be on for another Leon Bailey substitute masterclass.
Oh, he could be fit for this weekend.
The word is that he is in the squad.
Oh, that's good news.
So,
I feel like it's been an age.
Fingers crossed. Another all-time cameo.
Imagine he comes on 80th minute. It's 0-0. Leon Bailey scores the winner.
He'd be on way earlier than that if it's 0-0.
Yeah, he'd probably on around the 60th minute, 65th. Other games this weekend. Not many on Saturday that take my fancy, just having a quick look at it. You got to say,
not really.
Chelsea will comfortably beat Norwich.
Yeah, you're not fancying Palace Newcastle now that has a new level of intrigue that we should talk about?
I mean, from the Palace point of view, they'll be obviously hoping to bounce back from that draw at Arsenal. But Newcastle, obviously, the big news this week, we mentioned it in a video on our channel, which make sure you go subscribe to it, is Steve Bruce no longer the manager.
It finally happened.
Yes,
put out of his misery.
Yes, allowed to manage his
£8 million
1,000th game.
richer.
Yes, can't complain there if you're Brucey.
No,
Being £8 million
good
richer than that. Yeah,
he could go into retirement now, as he said he probably is going to do.
Yes, 20 years as a manager, or just under.
As you said, it 1,000 games, nice for a number to go out on.
Yes. So it'll be interesting to see what Graham Jones and the rest of the Newcastle backroom staff can do this weekend against Patrick Vieira's Palace.
I expect nothing different.
Oh no, I'm fully expecting them to lose this weekend, but
I'm not expecting anything with any massive changes, because let's discuss, is Graham Jones a good manager?
No. Discussion over.
Really? How would you know that?
Managed Luton Town for a dismal period of time, and I never want to talk about that man ever managing Luton again. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's your Graham Jones thoughts.
Yes.
What's on who could be the next manager then? Are you fancying a Fonseca?
I mean, he's been heavily touted with the job in the last 24 hours or so. Could understand why. The attraction of him, he did okay at Roma, was set to join Spurs over the summer, though that changed when Fabio Paratici came in as director of football there. But you got to say, though, is he going to be able to get Newcastle out of the relegation zone and moving up the table?
Yeah, because that's what's important. The next guy that comes in has to be someone that's going to build something and make sure that they're not in a relegation battle.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem for them now, is making sure that come the end of the season, Newcastle are still a Premier League club.
That's why for me it's nice to look at a Fonseca.
Mm-hmm.
If it happens, it happens. They're fair dues. But someone like an Eddie Howe wouldn't be the worst option.
No, I mean, he's been out the job now for a while since leaving Bournemouth, and for me it does seem like the perfect one, realistically, looking at Eddie Howe compared to these other managers that have been linked. Like, he knows what it's like to be down there fighting the cats amongst the pigeons.
For a second there, I thought you were going to do a Paul Merson like he did on Soccer Saturday the one time, so throw the pigeons amongst the cats.
No, I know how to get these sayings right. So I feel like he would, and he's more suited and knows the Premier League better than Fonseca, who I think would just struggle with this current squad.
The thing with Fonseca is he knows he would be rewarded in January with endless amounts of money to go and sign players.
Yeah, but it's then getting the attraction of saying, right, depends where they are January. Realistically, for any new manager that comes in, if they're appointed in the next 2 weeks, is getting this club to being about mid-table by the time January comes around, to have then any attraction.
I don't think that'd be too hard to do.
No.
It's what, 2 wins?
Uh,
Realistically, you're probably back.
yeah,
or
2
at least
wins
close to
and
it.
2-3 wins is all they really.
They've just got to make sure this season, main aim, just very simple. Make sure you're not one of the 3 worst teams.
Yeah.
There are some stinkers this year. Unfortunately, Newcastle are one of them at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But in time, if they turn it around, they won't be.
Yes. Elsewhere in the Premier League this weekend, we've got to talk about the big game, obviously, on Sunday. 2:00 from the London Stadium. West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur.
I was going to say, nothing else is happening on Sunday.
No.
I thought you were going to say Brentford against Leicester.
I mean, that should also be a cracking game.
I know which game I'm watching.
I honestly feel like putting both on at the same time because I feel like they're going to be
I
absolute
probably
crackers. We'll
At
start.
least we'll have those 2 before we get, hype endlessly ruined with what comes at half 4.
The second half of El Clasico, which we'll get on into a bit. But we'll start off with the 2 Sunday games. West Ham, Tottenham. Gonna be a really close battle, this one. I think it's too hard to say who's going to win this.
This will be close. I feel like Tottenham kind of have to win it. If there's anything or any chance of them starting off decently, like they need this pretty much.
Yeah, they need an early goal in this one as well, just to give them that bit of confidence going forth for the rest of the game. But if they don't score early on, I think it's going to be hard for them to get a result, and I think West Ham will grind it out. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like last weekend against Everton, they just pop up with that 1 goal late on in the game.
Yeah, I feel like there'll still be goals in this one. Because this one tends to be not a goal fest, but it does deliver.
I mean, it's been a year since, if you remember, Manuel Lanzini scored that goal against Tottenham exactly a year ago today. So wouldn't be surprised if we see an absolute banger in that one. Then talking about the other game, Brentford-Leicester. This is 2 giant tigers going against each other, and I'm here for every second of this game.
Do you know what it is? It's basically a slap contest.
Yeah.
Just continuously hitting each other harder and harder as it goes on.
Yeah.
These 2 are just going to be at each other all game. It's brilliant.
It's one of them where we could just see like the highest scoring game in Premier League history with these 2 because they just know how to find the back of the net. Like, really.
I'm just trying to think how Jamie Vardy could shit house his way through this.
Does he do a bee celebration? I don't know what that would entail, but it's Jamie Vardy. He wouldn't surprise me.
Or just somehow make bee wings. I don't know how you do that, but
with Vardy and his celebrations, anything's possible, though, isn't it? Let's be realistic.
Who knows? But I guess we have to talk about what's happening at half 4.
The elephant in the room. From Old Trafford, Man United versus Liverpool. I mean, just looking at it, it's not filling me with any confidence at all.
You're dreading this a little bit, aren't you?
Yes. I mean, we have won just one of our last 10 games against Liverpool, drawing the other 6, losing 3. It's United defensively have looked woeful the last couple of weeks, as we said on Tuesday, and we said again today in the Champions League bit. Liverpool, I'm just already imagining Mo Salah running at Harry Maguire.
Oh, it sounds beautiful.
No, it doesn't.
It sounds fantastic.
It really doesn't.
The biggest big of United. Varane still injured, I believe
so, yeah. I think he might. There's potential he could be back next week, but I think he's definitely out of this game as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm acting like that's so important. It's not like he's been so crucial to you this season, I'm honest. Yeah, if you don't start this game well, then that place is going to become toxic.
Yeah.
It's going to be even worse than it was at the end of the first half against Atalanta. And if we remember, a game between Man United and Liverpool in the past has resulted in a manager sacking.
It's not happening, shut up.
I know it isn't, but it's nice to put it out there.
It may be, but it's not happening anytime soon. It's going to go either one of two ways. Liverpool will absolutely batter us and score a lot of goals, and it'll be a bad defeat, and the question marks will be then asked again, or United will grind out a draw.
You know what I also... You see, we could still genuinely see one of those random Ollie masterclasses that happens now and again. Where he just somehow manages to put the team in the right mindset, and everything that they're supposed to do just works out.
Could that be a little help from upstairs, from a certain someone? We never know. You seem confused.
What, are you trying to suggest that Sir Alex Ferguson's going to come down and give a hair dryer treatment?
I mean, if he needs to, he probably would do.
He'd do that just to Ollie.
Yes. I don't know how it's going. Let's hope by the time Monday rolls around, we are a little happier than we were last week, the pair of us, after the war results.
I couldn't give a shit if you win.
No, I mean, just in general, us two are happier.
I'm happy all the time.
Are you?